All right, we're back. So sorry about that. And then yeah, brakes are just not good, so I need to find an upgraded solution. I've got MT5s, but as you guys know, with plastic levers, I was just not sure they would do the job. Look at that. So you can go in water with electric bikes, no worries. Now let's have a look at top speed. I'm still flat out right now. Now I'm hitting a hill, so gotta decrease. So at 65 on the speedo, but that's absolutely not GPS, so you can't really. I've got a 60 sprocket at the back at the moment on an 18-inch wheel. So you can calculate the ratio. But essentially, I've got GPS as well running in the background now, and I'm gonna look at the GPS speed. So brakes are absolutely crap. All that mass makes the brakes absolutely spongy. They're not responsive. They don't bite. They overheat. Even though I have floating discs, so I wouldn't recommend the stock brake system. Sorry, on a stock talaria with heavier wheels. The second thing that I'm noticing here is the head direction starting to have play. I've got fork 40s installed not so long ago. It's developing play now. It's not good. I think I must have messed up the head step bearing on the triple clamp. I mean, I'm sure I pressed it okay, but what happens is you're supposed to sit it on the support, so it sits right in the convex collar, and I think it's probably sitting too low, and it's basically not contacting 100% correctly into the head. We'll try to go this time. Man, look at this. This is all white. Alright, we'll try to get a bit of speed here. So even with fork 40, with those two little jumps here, I could feel the front twisting, and then the bike would basically slide down. So the nubbies wouldn't grip. Not sure what's going on geometry wise. I've increased my load on the Fox 40 floats. I'm at 90 psi. I'm a 78 kilo guy, 80 kilo guy. So they're probably not strong enough. I've increased the spring rate at the back. I've got a 550 at the moment on a Vivid R2C shock, and it's behaving great. So at least from that point of view, going from 450 to 550 was a win. At the front, it was set up for an 80 kilogram rider. Set it up for a 100k rider with all that mass and effect that it's going to cause on the suspension. I'm not sure yet how to solve the clearance issue. I obviously will have to get rid of the front fender. So you see, guys, that type of terrain, look at those ruts full of mud. Like, easy to slide on this and lose the front, lose the rear, the bike goes sideways. This is the sort of stuff I couldn't do with my Talaria. And now with this setup, easy. I haven't showed you guys. I might try to do a video when I go back to the car. The first ride is super steep and challenging technically. I had to go through that to start with, and the bike is so much lighter than the petrol bike that crossing obstacles becomes almost not too easy, but you gotta be careful not to have too much confidence, because I found that where I would struggle on the petrol bike before with that steep of a hill, on this one I just power through, and there's absolutely no issues doing that. And I couldn't believe the amount of grip I got. I thought I'm gonna lose grip on that rut here when I go through that's for sure. So I'd go through that, and because I haven't ridden for a while, I wouldn't carry enough speed and I'd get stuck. And I thought, okay, great, I'm gonna have to go down again. And no, you got grip, you can just punch it through, stop halfway through, get back in, and with the instant torque, of the bike, it makes it easy to take off. I must say one thing that is annoying is my brakes are still cutting the ignition. I haven't cut those wires or unplugged them, so this is really annoying for enduro. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is actually remove that system. So if I brake and accelerate at the same time, I want the bike to accelerate, not do nothing and then, you know, instantly pull as soon as I let the lever go. So, but this is not, there's nothing hard to what I'm showing you today, at the moment anyway. But what I wanted to show you is how those type of terrain on the stock talaria will be very challenging. So this is definitely a use case for heavier, bigger wheels when you're going